All right, I hope my camera over here stays on for a long time, but we're going to be doing a quick earth sign check-in reading. So, yeah, I'm lighting some incense right now. I hope everybody's having a good day. My day started out really nice, honestly, not gonna lie, but we're not gonna let people ruin a good vibe, okay? Because I got up, had coffee, made my coffee, took my dog on a walk, had a nice little morning stroll. The air pressure was really weird today because it's like cold or whatever, so I woke up pretty stuffy and stuff like that. And then had an interaction with somebody and I was just like, bro, like what the fuck? But I just took it as I must just be vibing high. You know what I mean? I must be vibing too high for this person because whoever this person was, like, they were just like automatically upset with me, like walking my dog and shit. And I was just like, I'm having a good ass day. Like, I am not gonna let you in whatever the fuck neurotic shit that you're going through ruin my day. So, anyway, I just saw 1, 2, 3. I hope everybody's having a good morning and a good day so far and not letting the haters and energy vampires and fucking weirdos drag you down, okay? Because it was strange too, because when like you do something nice for somebody else and then they like flip out on you and it's like, okay. Like it's like, okay, I just, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know what I mean? Like it's like, it's like, listen. um so yeah, I don't know, something like that could be significant. I just saw 202. So yeah, we're gonna do, one second. In my last stream, I was talking about this book, my Tarot Spreads book. So we're going to see if there's any, like, Earth sign spreads that can come through. Um, like I said, it's like 1,000 spreads. But there's so many, like, in the index. There's literally, like... there's literally all types of spreads. We have addiction, accidents, action, anger, animal sanctuary, we got Capricorn spreads, Mars spreads, Pluto spreads, May through December, dreams, like literally everything possibly, I guess, that you could really think about. Um, law spreads, travel spreads, all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna look under the astrology spreads. And we're gonna go. Why is it only Capricorn? I don't see Taurus or Virgo. Oh, okay, Virgo. Taurus. Okay. So let's go to the Capricorn spread. Wait, what is it? 335. Let's see what it's talking about here. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what wants to come through. Hopefully, I'm not pressing anything when I put my book down. So, basically, it wants me to take 8 cards. So, we'll just, like, pick a deck and take 8 cards, and we'll talk about what it's all about. It says the purpose and background information. For anyone born under Capricorn, anyone asking a question during the star sign period, or if you need a Capricorn quality in your life. Okay, so this could resonate if you have Capricorn strongly in your chart, if you have Saturn strong placements, if you want to highlight your 10th house and see what's going on in your 10th house, which has to do with your career and your public image and work, stuff like that, productivity, also time and mastering certain skills, okay? Well, that could also be Virgo a little bit. So let's get into it. Let's see. Hope this camera is still working over here. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 clear cards for Capricorn, and then we'll clarify each of the cards with tarot. I'm hoping by doing these spreads, it'll make my like check-in readings slightly faster because I'm always here for like 3 hours. Okay, let's see. Clear messages for Capricorn or anybody who maybe watching, excuse me, for Capricorn. Anybody who, yeah, is interested in a Capricorn, has strong Capricorn placements, or is interested in knowing about their finances and career. All right, we have a door at the bottom of the deck, number 16. So there's, this is Libra energy, contracts, okay? Definitely somebody here who wants to kind of have some kind of compromise with you or go into another phase here with you, Capricorn. 16 is also a 7, so July could be significant, or July 16th. Doesn't have to be, okay? Confession. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards here for Capricorn. Okay. What is that? Lilith. Ooh, wow. Scorpio energy, Black Moon goddess. All right. Lilith is in your position of what additional security or advancements do you need or desire? Okay. What else? For Capricorn, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Capricorn. Thank you. The wheel. Ooh, I like that. Number 5. This has to do with networking. Could also be connected to Taurus, Saturn, or Gemini, Mercury. What else? This is about who or what opposes you. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have 2 coming out. Ambition, interesting, and then Ishtar. Yeah. Pisces energy, 2-4. So, number 3, what advantage opportunities will make this possible? Your ambition. Okay, interesting. And then number 4, we have the emotional and manipulative factors of others caused by the opposition of Cancer. Interesting. So somebody could have Pisces in the 4th house. Pisces in the 4th house. What else? Or moon, Pisces moon. The musician, excuse me. Number 2, Scorpio sun or Jupiter. Stability at the bottom of the deck, yeah. Ooh, I don't think you can see the first 2. Hold on. Let's put it like that. Okay. What else for Capricorn? We have concession coming through. Number 7. The unexpected factors, the key to gaining your objective. 2 more. Thank you. We have 24, mask. Right. 1 more for Capricorn, please. Okay, thank you. Yes, 25. I was thinking about this card when I saw the 2 and the 5 here. All right, and then we have stability again at the bottom of the deck for you, Capricorn. Okay. A lot of green, okay, which is definitely your energy, grounded, earth, okay. Something about your heart chakra. We also have a little bit of yellow as well going through out the reading, which is your solar plexus, okay, your creativity, your talents, your skills and abilities, okay, your happiness, your joy. All right, so let's look into it. We got Lilith in the 1st position, which is about what additional security or advancements do you need to fulfill your desires or your needs, okay? So let's see. We have Lilith that's coming through. Lilith is the Black Moon goddess. This is about you taking control. So the additional security that you need is that to know that you are manifesting this, okay, you are in control. You also have Lilith who is backing you up with whatever security and advances that you need within your career or whatever you're trying to be focusing or whatever you're focusing on right now. Scorpios also has to do with finances and sexuality. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like there's an energy of people here wanting to kind of give to you. Like it's almost like a desire for people to give to you. It's like this is like really coming through. It's like, ooh, excuse me. Yeah, people like desire to want to do this for you or do something for you. Because I feel like something here came from a desire of you wanting to do this, okay, or something like that, just if that makes sense for anybody. Lilith is the first of the black goddesses, and in her death and rebirth role, seeks to clear away the accumulated rubbish of life to make room for the birth of the new. The cleaning nature of water in the present sign of Scorpio is to seek a challenge worthy of your power. So yeah, something about November could be significant as well. Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, but you have been wanting a challenge here that is worth your attention, your power. Okay, or this is somebody around you. Okay, they see advancement with you. They see a lot of desire. They feel like they need someone like you on their team, or you know what I mean, with your skills or your intrigue or your insights, your creativity, something like that. All right, and then we have number two, which is the wheel. That has to do with good networking. So somebody feels like it says who or what is opposed to you. So there could be people excuse me. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, definitely. There are negative energies within your networking system, but I feel like overall, you are making good networking connections. It's just that beware that there are going to be people still, whether you came from bad networking situations, and you're going towards, newer ones that feel more fulfilling. There are still going to be people who are going to try to sabotage, right? And want to oppose you getting into these better networks, better connections, better, references and jobs or whatever it may be, okay? But know that wherever you're going and that into those new environments, you are desired there. It's just like other people maybe from your past or who are around those situations as well, who maybe feel like they haven't, access the things that you have, are going to oppose you. Okay, they are not. They're not going to want you to have these good connections and networks and stuff like that. Okay. Um, we have card three. What advantages, opportunities will make this possible? And then we have your ambition. So your ambition is going to make that is your advantage over everybody else, is your ambition. And I feel like people, I don't feel like necessarily today people necessarily believe in ambition. I feel like they just think that, oh, I'm going to pop off and get famous, and, that's all it really is to something like that. But I feel like for you, Capricorn, obviously, you know what it means to struggle, to work, to fight, to lose, to be oppressed, and to not get into, have delayed gratification. You know what I mean? Capricorns don't always get what they want exactly when they want it. And when they do, they're very, very thankful for it. Some might be a little bit stingy and clingy to it because they know how hard it was for them to get what they have, so I feel like that's a lot of the misconceptions around Capricorn. It's like Capricorn is always in the trenches, you know what I mean, before they get to the top of the mountain. Like, they are working tirelessly, like almost to the brink of death, to get what they want and what they have. And some people think, oh, Capricorns are selfish, oh, Capricorns are this and that. But it's like, if you really saw what the Capricorn had to do to get to where or what they have right now, like, you would understand why they're stingy. And yeah, a healed Capricorn is going to know that, like, okay, things come and go. I don't have to hold so tightly to this and stuff like that, right? But there is something here about the Capricorn ambition within you. Whether you are a Capricorn or not, there is something very ambitious about you, and that is going to take you a really long way, especially in today's world where ambition isn't um as highly valued or as highly, like, thought of, or like a principle within people. People just think that, I'm gonna blow up and get famous and that's it, kind of like the energy, right? But there's not so much like that ambitious spirit, and so that is an advantage that you have over other people. Okay, so then we have card four. All right, the emotional and manipulative factors of others caused by the opposition of Cancer. So yeah, the Ishtar. So somebody could have a moon in Pisces. Okay, Ishtar, I believe. Oh wait, hold on. Let me read the ambition card. It says Moon in Taurus. Now that the nuts and bolts of the project are in place, this is a time of preparation for the final presentation. Now, how the project looks to others becomes important. So yeah, there is. Ooh, wait, something about the camera. It's getting all weird. No. Anyway, so yeah, so something about like the look of a project here. Um, Something about like beautifying something. Okay, I feel like the idea and everything like that you have is, I feel like there's people here in your network who are really going to help you transform whatever this creative project is to make it more than it is. Like, whether they're putting money towards it, whether you're getting more people on your team, on your on your side to help grow this. Okay. Then we have Moon and Virgo. During this phase, you will subject the project to extensive positive analysis in order to distinguish the elements that are crucial and those that can be discarded. Such analysts will guarantee that all will run smoothly on the big day. Yeah, so there's something here where you're collaborating with people and you're making sure something is going to run really smoothly. And somebody really, or like your ambition is what is driving that also to work out smoothly with all these different working parts. And then we have Moon and Capricorn. Your sense of responsibility is strong at this time, and the drive towards completion of the product becomes a mission. So yeah, I feel like you are really driving towards this. Um, your advantage is that you drive towards the end of a project and you take everybody along with you. And I feel like the people who are around you now like want to like kind of be on your wave, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And so then we have Ishtar. Oh, I think that's the first one that comes through. So be malleable. All right. Um, especially when it comes to people who want to try to emotionally manipulate you or cause some kind of opposition to your stability, okay? Because Cancer is ruled by the fourth house, which has to do with our stability, our sense of safety, comfort, all that kind of stuff, as well with Taurus, all right? Um, okay, it says the ability of water to flow around or wear down any obstruction, that is the heart of the meaning of this card. March will be significant. Okay, it says the white goddess indicates that you must be firm and take strong positive action to achieve your aims. If you have selected this card, you will need to fight for something you wish to regain. It might be necessary to symbolically strip down to the barest essentials, give up everything else in order to fight this particular battle. And even then, you may need to call for assistance at the end. Yeah. So there is people who really wanted you to wanted to strip down every single like every single brick that you had built to building a safe working environment for yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, right? There are a lot of energies here because these um, Pisces could also be hidden enemies, secrets. Okay, so there is a sense of people here wearing masks around you and not wanting to necessarily see you succeed in whatever this is. Okay, and wanting to tear down your ideas, your belief in yourself, all these different things in different ways. Even if people say that they do believe in you or they support you, etc., etc., it's like you are believing in yourself, and the more that you believe in yourself and you call that energy back to yourself, the more you strip down to the barest essentials of what you do and don't need. Okay, who you do and don't need in your life, who you do and don't need supporting you or telling validating your actions or whatever. It's like um you are firm and positive on the actions that you are taking to achieve your aims, and it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say. Okay, and so the emotional manipulation is that you do care what they say, you do need their support, and it's like not that you don't, but you need the right support. You know what I mean? You're not going to just take any kind of support willy-nilly so that people can make you feel like you're emotionally codependent on their yes or their no or what the fuck they care or think about what you're doing. Okay, so yeah. And then we have number five. All right. So the unexpected factor. So there's something about the unexpected factor, and that is that people love what you're doing. Number two. Okay. I love this card. The magician card. An easy opportunity, a creative high. So the unexpected factor is that people get a creative high being around you. There's also some kind of unexpected opportunity because of your ambition, right? There's some kind of unexpected opportunity that's coming through. Okay. Could be an Aries season, could be you could have an Aries Jupiter, you could be an Aries Sun. Okay. But people feel a creative high when you're around. Um This card is expressing the presence of an opportunity simply there for the taking and the ability to inspire and persuade others. Whatever your desire of the matter nature of the project, it indicates an expansion of creativity and an ease of expression. Self expression will come as naturally as playing of a musical instrument to a practiced musician. So there's something here that's very practiced about you. And yeah, I don't know, people love it. People get a creative high being around you. You get a creative high with being around a certain network as well. Okay, and these people are going to really enjoy your rebellious nature. Okay, we have 24 and 25 out here twice. Okay, so 2024, 2025 could be significant. These could be the years that this project or idea really started to take shape. Okay. And then we have concession with number 7 here. That is card 6, which has to do with the key to gaining your objective. So the key to gaining your objective is the consensus card. Okay. And coming to a consensus is literally understanding, or concession, yeah, is literally understanding that, what you had to get rid of within the networks here around you, and why certain people here wanted to oppose you having these solid networks and, community or connections with people, is because of this beautiful spirit that you like inspire other people. So it would be basically inspiring other people to be ambitious like you, um, and go their own way and go their own path. Okay, so we have consensus. Moon and Gemini. Your desire to get into action on projects straight away is frustrated, and you are forced to bide your time. Reject nothing now, but store ideas away, ready to bring them out again at the more appropriate time. Yeah, and I feel like that's what you were doing with concession. Like, um, the key to gaining your objective was you knowing where and when and who to tell your ideas to, where and when to take action, where and when to sell your product, who to market to, what is your audience, understanding all those things. And then, not giving a shit about the rest, who you're not marketing to. It's like, okay, well, if you don't like my product, then stop looking at it. Like, I'm not marketing to you, whatever it may be, right? It's like, you understood that you to gain to your objective and get to the point that you needed to be at the end of the road of, having achieved something, whatever that project or thing was. You understood that it needed to be marketed to the right people, and you needed to be surrounded by the right people who were going to uplift that. And so, yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so and then we have Moon in Libra. No matter how pleasurable you find the company of others, sometimes you needs solitude in order to get your head together. This is your time. Yeah, so I feel like for a long time, the key to you gaining this objective was you staying in solitude, you building on these ideas, you figuring out who is the market, who are the people that need this, where do I, whose eyes do I put this in front of, right? Who do I, present this business idea to, right? The right people. Okay, 22 on the clock, right? Moon in Aquarius. You know what you want to do, and you know you must wait. This is a period when you are forced to sit back, open your mind, and let others do the talking. Yeah, I feel like you're ready to present a business idea. I'm getting like Shark Tank for some reason. So you're ready to present a business idea. Say you're ready to present a business idea, go into getting investors, right? And something like that. And I feel like it took you a long time to get to a point of building out this vision and idea, and chipping away at the people and the things that were holding you back and dimming your light and dimming your vision. So you could get to this point where you're ready to, present your idea to an investor or something of that sort, right? And it's going to be in front of the right eyes. It's going to be in front of the people who are like, this is great, or this is shit, all right, or this is what you need to work on, instead of, oh, you're never gonna da 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 da. You know what I mean? It's like the right people whose eyes are going to be on what you're doing right now. Okay, and then we have the ideal outcome is the mask. Really interesting for that card to come out. So the mask has to do with somebody who's hiding something. That's really interesting. We're gonna have to clarify that. But the ideal outcome, the mask. Someone is lying. They're desperately keeping up an illusion that conceals something altogether different, which you need to know. Okay. This card reveals that there will be a denouncement or revelation. The mask will fall. Okay. So basically, the ideal outcome is that somebody here's mask will come off. Okay. Something here about what you're doing and being rebellious. Okay. Is the next card. The ideal outcome is for you, honestly, Capricorn. It's not that maybe you want this, but it's like maybe in your shadow side, your ideal is that other people's mask will fall. Okay, their fakeness, their possibly even the people, the number 5 here, who were trying to steal your ideas or make you delay whatever this process here within your business has been, or this project. You're hoping that their mask will fall. I'm not saying you're hoping, but in the shadow part of you, that's kind of like the ideal outcome that you would have, is that these people would be seen for who they are and what they were really truly ambitious towards doing, and that was to uphold this mask and to, destroy whatever you were doing. All right, because it says the actual outcome is number 25. Okay, rebel. Your eccentric behavior, arguing for a cause, standing up for yourself, also having other people stand up for you and celebrate your rebellious and eccentric nature, okay? It says, if this card is drawn, there is a potential for exponentially bright thinking that produces sparks of genius. It indicates a powerful devotion to a cause. You are certain that your position is correct, no matter how out of limb you seem to others. You must be prepared to act totally out of character to achieve your intended aims. Yeah, exactly. And I feel you've been very malleable with yourself to getting to this point as well. And so, let's clarify with the tarot, okay? Yeah, Capricorn, I love this. Let's see, let's get this one. Actually, nope. I am being drawn to over here. Okay. Let's clarify these messages for Capricorn so we can move forward. Hope you're enjoying these messages. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right. You could have a Capricorn in your chart. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or this just has to do with your career. Okay. Your public image as well, social media, all that kind of stuff. All right, that is what Capricorn rules with the 10th house, excuse me. You could definitely check your Saturn placements. Sorry, this this incense is bothering me. Hold on. All right. All right, Capricorn, let's clarify. Clarify Lilith here for Capricorn. All right. Oops. All right. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. One card here for Capricorn, excuse me. All right, we have the 9 of Cups coming out in reverse. The Hierophant. Okay. So yeah, with the 9 of Cups in reverse, that's Scorpio energy again. Okay, so Scorpio really strong here. You can have Scorpio in your chart. We also have Taurus. All right, Taurus and Scorpio really strong. All right, so the 9 of Cups is also a card of in reverse. I mean, getting what you want, but in reverse, it's like overindulging, okay? And I feel like, excuse me, I feel like you needed to know within the security, the additional security that you need in this situation is that people aren't going to take advantage of you. Basically, with the 9 of Cups in reverse, is that you need to know that you are going to be able to fully indulge in your project, your idea, your vision without worrying that other people are going to take advantage of you, okay? In the reverse, it says the 9 of Cups suggests that you are getting what you thought you wanted, but it's not what you really want at all. The defeat may not be in the thing itself, but in the surprise of discovering that your dream come true doesn't make you feel like you expected it would. This is an essential lesson in life. When you set a goal, specify how you want it to feel in your life, not just what you want to be, do, or have. You will get much more fulfillment from your manifestations if you go about it in this way. So yeah, there's something here is changing and transforming about the security and the advancement that you see in your life and what you truly need and desire from communities, from support, from, monetary investment into your business or whatever it is that you're doing and trying to be successful at. Okay, you are realizing that maybe at a certain point you were, wow, with the Hierophant and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you were realizing that maybe at a certain point you were trying to birth something here that was too traditional, honestly, because with the Rebel as the actual outcome is that you are meant to do something completely different than these networks and places that you came from. And I feel like you weren't going to actually experience fulfillment. Maybe you had a good job or a house or whatever it was, but you weren't going to actually experience fulfillment until you went onto this path, and whatever that path may be. Okay, for you, let's see. Okay, so you were learning along that way not to overindulge, not to overvalue certain people's opinions, okay? Even if you thought they were better than you, even if you thought that they were farther than you, even if you thought that they had more knowledge than you, it's like you can always take bits and pieces, you know what I mean? Nobody is God, you know what I mean? Don't idolize anybody, even if you think that they have more, or, you know what I mean? No more than you. Everybody's always, or should be, in the mindset of, I'm teachable. You know, I may know things, but you can still teach me, right? And I feel like that was a part of your journey here. Okay, so number two, who or what opposes this? Okay, we have the wheel. Clarify the wheel here. People definitely could have talked about your money, the support that you had or didn't have, okay, financially or whatever it may be. People could have definitely talked about how your business or whatever this is looked in the beginning, before you had any support, before anybody even believed in you, and possibly even before you even believed in what you were actually doing. Okay, what else? Clarify the wheel. Okay, the Eight of Wands, exactly. The Five of Wands coming out. This is definitely competition, conflict, people saying things about what you're doing, okay, and feeling very feeling like they really want to shoot you down, right? Like this person here is like, oops, I don't know if you can see it, but this person's like aiming towards this energy in the Five of Wands who's standing up, okay? Let me get one card here, actually. Just one card here for the five. The wheel. Just one. Thank you. Yeah, it came out right. It came right back out. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the Eight of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you knew these people and what they were trying to do and how they were trying to oppose you. All right. It says, in this position, learn all you can from recent successful experiences. Take note of what worked before and what did not. Yeah, so this is what you're doing. You're taking note of what worked, what communities and the vibes around them that nourished you and didn't nourish you, you know, what you want and what you don't want, right? And this is how you are going to kind of slingshot yourself forward into these new communities, into these new networks, into these new opportunities, right? And which is, I feel like, what you're already doing, Capricorn, okay? Take note of what worked before and what did not. You possess awareness as to how to effectively apply your imagination to shape the world in a productive and aesthetic way. Thus, the testament to your talents may be revealed for everyone to see and admire. Yeah. So I feel like people are really admiring and loving where you're going. Okay. These new networks here that you are investing in, and knowing the difference between the spaces and how you're feeling and what resonates, and you know, noticing like, okay, when I put my ideas out here towards these people, or to market towards this audience, you know, my sales go up or my sales go down, or I don't get as much engagement, or whatever it is, right? It's like you're seeing and like, you know, kind of doing all of this kind of business stuff on your own, and really understanding the fluctuations of people and the market value of what you're doing and all these different things. So this is something here that you are really starting to study and get like acquainted to, and it's starting to become second nature, in a sense of like, okay, I understand, like I was coming from a place where I thought I had to do X, Y, and Z to be successful or to feel successful. And maybe, you know, you achieved those things, but you didn't feel fulfilled. And so now you're in this different mode in different spaces around different people where it's starting to click. It's starting to make more sense, right? Like the business acumen of what you're doing. Okay. Even if you had to leave it all behind, you know, you could start all over among total strangers and succeed once again. Exactly. Wow. With the wheel coming out, because these are the people who tried to oppose you, people who tried to really strike down everything that you did, and possibly could have struck down everything that you did, and you had to rebuild it somewhere else with new people, new networks, and everything like that, and it came back 10 times stronger, right? And that is what you are also noticing, Capricorn. Also, again, you do not have to be Capricorn for this to resonate. It could also just resonate within your career, your 10th house placements, or if you have Capricorn strongly in your chart, or none of those things. It could still resonate. Okay, so, but yeah, and I feel like that is definitely what happened. Okay, and it feels like these networks, okay, that you thought maybe at one point were good networks to operate under or within, you learned, okay, well, these people are really trying to tear me down, and maybe they succeeded in tearing all of this down, but I know that because I know that I can leave this all behind and go further somewhere else. Okay, so this is a valuable self confidence that makes you free to strike out in new directions and not just cling to the past successes and previous accomplishments. So, yeah, you are proud of yourself. You're proud of what you did and what you were able to accomplish at a certain point, but you're also proud of your ability to move on and to grow and, in different directions. Okay, so let's see. We have ambition coming out as your card with what advantages or opportunities will make this possible. And like I said before, your ambition is something that is needed in this world. And I feel like that is not necessarily a value or a, what do they call it? A trait of people too much today, right? I don't feel like too much today people are ambitious towards what they truly are passionate. Ambition, I don't want to say that people aren't passionate about what they do, but I feel like the ambition of the way that you go about something is different than how other people go about it. Okay. It's not necessarily because you want validation. It's not because you want necessarily to become famous. There is an ambition, like that kind of old school ambition, like the shoe shiner, the spit shiner on the corner. You know what I mean? It's like they have that ambition to make that business so successful, even if it's on the side of the street, like it is successful. They're, always, sold out or whatever. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's like it doesn't even have to be on social media or whatever. I'm just saying that your ambition is what is carrying these opportunities and advantages. That's what you have over other people, is your ambition, your passion towards whatever it is that you are doing. Okay, that is your advantage. Let's see. Ambition. Clarify one message. Guys, I feel like this is still gonna be a long ass reading. The Six of Cups coming out in reverse. This could be something here that you really needed to love about yourself. Okay. Yeah, the sun. These are things that you really, wow, that you really needed to love about yourself and start to like nourish within yourself. Okay, this ambitious side of you. Maybe for a long time you felt like it was actually something that held you back, that hindered you, by feeling like, oh, I'm too overly ambitious. Oh, this is such a big idea. This is such a big project. I'm doing it alone. Nobody believes in it. All these different things, right? And I feel like with the Six of Cups in reverse, it was definitely something here that came from just like a wounding, feeling unnurtured, or just, yeah, feeling like people just really just didn't believe in your ambition, or you just felt like, yeah, maybe this is too big. Maybe I just need to like lower my standards or think smaller, think more practical. All these type of things. Okay, we're coming through. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. You can finally close accounts with the emotional undertow that has been part of your life. You can now revisit these wonderful places calmly without the fear that you will be drawn back in. There's no lingering emotional residue or entrenched nostalgia remaining. You have finally digested these past experiences. They can now be put to rest. So yeah, you were putting those fears, those mindsets to rest from the past of like, maybe this is too much of, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. Maybe this is too ambitious. Maybe this is too da 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 da, whatever it is. I feel like those thoughts are starting to really quiet down for you as well. Um, and that's what's making your ambition seem more of an advantage and an opportunity over the other competition or people that are doing the same thing that you are doing. Okay, and then we have number 4, the emotional and manipulative factors of others caused by this opposition. Okay, of Cancer. So somebody could have a Pisces moon, like I was saying, but this also has to do with you just being malleable. Okay, like, hold on, let me check this card again. Hold on. Yeah, so you've had to strip down to the bare essentials, okay? All right. And I feel like people were really trying to emotionally manipulate you and make you give up, okay? By, making you have to strip down to the bare essentials, right? Like have to start all over again, have to go somewhere else, have to find new networks, have to find other people to support you, all these different things. But it was like actually directing you into the right pathway, right? And so I feel like that is what you're also seeing now. Like you're kind of being thankful for that as well. Is that like, thank God, all those networks or whatever were, destroyed or demolished for my highest good, because it was actually um, those people were trying to strip me down to my barest essentials to make me give up, but actually it showed me exactly what I needed to keep and what needed to go and what was working and what was not working, right? In that kind of sense, it's like you're seeing it more of like, oh God, these people are against me, to actually know it cleared my way to make what I'm doing 10 times easier or 10 times faster or fluid. You know what I mean? Feel more fluid and less stuck or whatever it was. Stagnant. Okay. So let's see. Let's get a card for that. Clarify Ishtar. But these were definitely hidden enemies of yours, okay, who were trying to oppose your comfort in your ambition to do whatever you were doing, okay? They did not want you to feel comfortable, happy, doing whatever it is that you're doing. They wanted you to feel like, oh, should I not? Like, I don't know, you know, like very scared, okay? Let's see. Ishtar. Clarify one card for Ishtar. Did it flip over? I don't know. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles, I'm telling you. Yeah, in reverse. Okay. And then the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius energy, Virgo. Yeah. So this is definitely they wanted you to not feel like you could master anything or that you had mastered anything or that your skills were useful. You know, it's just like this is what they wanted to oppose. They wanted to emotionally manipulate you out of your position, out of a job, out of you continue to invest in a skill. Like, oh, you're just wasting your money on that. Like, you're never gonna make it in da 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 industry. You know what I mean? It's like people just wanted you to emotionally manipulate yourself out of what your ambition was. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles reversed asks that you do not mistake your work for your identity. It is a common error to overly identify with one's livelihood. So yeah, it's like something like, even if this is something that was very deeply a part of who you are, it never overshadowed, and you never let your ego make it seem like, oh, well, I'm the best at this, and I know, and I'm the gatekeeper of blah, 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 and you can't do this because whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you never allowed your love for something here to like over encompass you in that way where people wanted you to feel like, oh, this person's better at it than you, or they know more about it than you, and you don't have anything to offer to this, etc. You know what I mean? Or you're too overly identified with your work and what you do, and that's all you do, and that's all you are. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, just something weird like that. This card reverse indicates that you are in danger of losing yourself to your work. This could be a big mistake. Refuse to accept such a limited definition of who you are. Yeah, and I feel like that's what you did. You refused um to accept these limited definitions of who you were and what you were doing and what that meant for you. Okay, but with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that means like you fought really hard. Okay, you fought tooth and nail. Okay, you felt very burdened, oppressed by these things, but you kept going. You kept working through it. Even when you were frustrated, okay? Even when you thought, maybe this isn't me. Maybe I am trying to like force this identity on myself or this career path or whatever it is, okay? All right, so yeah, and then we have number 5. The unexpected factor is that you literally make people creatively excited. Okay, you make people creatively horny. Okay, maybe you make yourself creatively horny. You just make yourself excited about all of the fucking ideas that you have, and you're just like, oh my god. Okay, there could also be an unexpected opportunity. This also has to do with unexpected opportunities. Okay, this is the unexpected factor, is that there's unexpected opportunities that are possibly there right now in front of you, or are coming your way. Okay, let's clarify this. Let's clarify musician. For the Capricorn energy, what's up, Retro? Thanks for being here. Yes, I hope everybody's having a good day. Like I was saying in the beginning, I had, wow, the Magician. Wow, this is something you're manifesting. This came right out. Should we get another card? Let's see. Magician. Kind of like what I was talking about in the beginning is like people trying to ruin your day. Like I woke up today having a great fucking day, right? Coffee, went on a great morning brisk walk. You know, it's like really cool here for some reason, and yeah. And then somebody just like tried to ruin my day. Wow. The sun and the Two of Cups falling on the ground. But yeah, and I was like, listen, you're not gonna ruin my day. Like, I'm having a good fucking day. I don't know what's going on with you, but you know what I mean? Like, this is not my responsibility. Ambition to continue a craft or tradition versus ambition to make money. Yeah, exactly. I love that. Okay, so I feel like this is the energy that we're getting for the magician and the musician. So you could be a magical musician, like you have magician capabilities when it comes to music. Okay, like you're very, very, very skilled. Okay, at whatever it is that you do, and you are getting the creative boost. You're also like creatively inspiring other people as well by like, say you post videos of like, you playing the guitar, doing whatever, and it's like people are like, oh shit, like I could do that. Like that's amazing. Like how did you even learn how to do that, right? So there's something like that, and you're also getting like quick investments, or people are wanting to just like put you, give you gigs or workshops or something like that, right? It's like you're getting opportunities here. All right, let's see. I feel like that's great. Okay, that's the unexpected factor, is that you're manifesting these opportunities within to your reality. Okay, so number 6, the key to gaining your objective is concession, and the concession is that you needed to let go of these other energies here that were trying to hold you back. Okay, the concession is that like you were real with yourself. You were real with yourself, and you were like, listen, this is not the community I need to be around. This is not the job I need to be working at. This is not the skill that I need to be giving all my time to. I don't need to be worried about what these people think or believe in what I'm doing. You know what I mean? All these type of things, right? And I feel like you took the time to really like step back and take yourself out of those situations, go into solitude and understand like, okay, what is working? What is going on? Right? And then be like, okay, that's what's going on. Let me move around. You know what I mean? Move around, move around. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like that is the key. That is the key to you gaining towards your success. Okay. Or whatever it is that you're building on. What else? Concession. The Five of Cups, yeah, these people are in regret. I feel like they wanted you to be in regret. Okay, Five of Cups. This is more Scorpio energy, really strong in this reading. Not Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles at the bottom. Wow. Okay, but the Ten of Pentacles is right behind it. The King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Ooh, okay. Boss Daddy. All right, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, the concession is that there are people who are in regret. Okay, the Five of Cups, like people did not expect you to just kind of be like, all right, let me just remove myself, like, people were expecting you to kind of like fight for I'm hearing fight for your rights. That's a Bob Marley song. I feel like it's like, get up, stand up for your right. I don't know, something like that. But people were not expecting you to do that. For real, for real. Okay, so let's see. Five of Cups. In this position, advises you to tighten your belt, make do with less, and show more appreciation for the things you do have. If something is yours truly, it cannot be lost. When you are experiencing feelings of loss, it may be because of an inappropriate emotional attachment. If you promise things that you cannot deliver, then you might be setting yourself up for disappointment to follow. In overestimating our abilities, we are forced to face our limits. Be grateful that as the cups fell, you lost only 3 of the 5. 2 are still intact, pristine, and full of sacred energy. Do not cling to the setback. Focus on the potential. Exactly. And this is what you were doing. You were focusing on the potential, not the setback. And I feel like for a lot of people, they wanted you to be focused on the setback. They wanted you to be focused on tightening your resources, feeling, and maybe for a certain point in time you were really regretful, you were really sad and mournful and grieving over these things, but you forgave yourself. You were like, all right, I'm going to allow myself to grieve these things and these spaces and these opportunities and all these things, but you weren't focusing on the setback. You started to focus on the potential, or that's, what these people were not expecting you to do, basically. All right. Whew, this is a lot. There's a lot coming through. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. We got the ideal outcome, and which was really interesting. I love how this came out too, with the 24 and the 25. So 2024 and 2025 could be significant. It doesn't have to be. Those could be the ages, but with the ideal outcome being 24, which is the math, I feel like people, I feel like the ideal outcome of your shadow kind of wants people to be revealed, right? Your shadow wants people to be revealed for the ambitions that they took against you. You know what I mean? Like the actions that they took against you to make you feel less than, right? I feel like inadvertently that is, you know what I mean? The ideal outcome, or it could be part of the outcome that happens for you, but part of the spread says the actual outcome is you being rebellious and being celebrated for your eccentric I can't say eccentricities and your rebellious nature of like how you went about doing what you did and how you became successful doing it. All right, that is the actual outcome. That is what you are going to be known for. But I feel like your shadow kind of wants those people to be revealed. Okay, let's see. Clarify the mask. Yeah, the ideal outcome, the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you want people, I mean, you want people to see that you did this independently and that these other people were working against you. Okay, yeah, the Tower in reverse. Okay, that you want something here to be revealed. Whether that happens or not, I feel like what the true revelation is going to be for those people is that, you know, you're still here. You know what I mean? You're not wearing a mask. This is who you are. Nine of Pentacles, right? Okay, let's see. In this position suggests that you prepare yourself for greater resources to be flowing into your direction. If you pay attention and keep the faith, you can make a smooth transition into a state of well-being and peace of mind. Hard work has brought you to a place where you could earn and receive grace, comfort, and freedom, whether that was personal, emotional, or financial. Exercise your imagination and create an abundant, sustainable, and enjoyable lifestyle or relationship for yourself. Acknowledge the friends and others who were loyal to you during the difficult times. Gather your dreams and get ready. You deserve this happiness. So, yeah, I feel like that is what's going to be shown, basically, regardless of these people wearing masks or people saying that you're wearing a mask, that you're fake, or whatever it is. The ideal outcome is that, you know, you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, either now or, you know, in the future. And, that's really just going to reveal, you know, these other people's true natures. Okay. And then we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, which is really interesting. I just want to look at that real quick. The Tower at the bottom of the deck in reverse, it says, suggests that the drama is over. All the leaning towers have fallen. Leave behind the issues and emotions that caused this to happen. Ask yourself what you can do now that the options of your past are closed. As you pick yourself up and begin again, you will find renewed energy for your next significant endeavor. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And Aquarius, yeah, Capricorn cusp could be significant, Aquarius energy, but either way, you are moving through these tower moments and just, you know, allowing other people's towers to be their towers, you know what I mean? And see, and allowing them to go through their towers and see if they're going to come out on the other side. You know what I mean? You already been through the towers and you're coming out on the other side, basically. All right, let's see. Last card here for Capricorn. Let's see. Clarify Rebel here, number 25. This is the actual outcome for you, all right, Capricorns, or whoever is resonating with this message, all right? Let's see. I was hoping that me doing the spread from the book would actually make the readings go faster, but lo and behold, we have an hour Capricorn check-in. So I think I'm just going to change this to just being Capricorn, because I'm going to get off after this. Sorry, y'all. But I'll come back and do Virgo and Taurus, okay? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I just, like, dropped half of the deck. All right. All right. Oh. They fucked with the wrong one. Never forget who gave you a hard time when you were already having a hard time. Alternative ones. You shut up. Yes, exactly. All right, let's get one card here for Rebel. What is going on with my hair? Okay. All right, let's get one for Rebel. Guys, I'm so sorry. I just feel like, do I explain too much? Like, I don't know. Like, why are my readings literally like 3 hours long? All right. Another Capricorn card. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Coming out. I don't know. Should I take that? I'm like, why are my readings so long, bro? I was hoping, like, I'm literally looking at my book. You know what I mean? I have the spread out, and I'm like, all right, we're going to do the spread. Like, it's only going to be a 30-minute reading. And no. Okay. Let's get one more here for the Rebel. The outcome. The actual outcome for Capricorn. The Hanged One, the Hermit. Okay, that's too many. Let's get one. You like how I read? Thanks. Guys, I'm just like, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. Because I feel like, oh, like maybe people just want like a quick 20-minute reading, you know, like, I don't know. I guess if you want a quick 20-minute reading, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of other tarot readers that will do that for you. I am not. We are long form over here. Rebel, anything? Okay. The, the Ace of Swords, okay? All right, let's see. Wow, Empress at the bottom of the deck. We love that. We love to see it. Ooh, people are definitely competing for your attention, competing for something here that you are, being celebrated for, okay? All right, let's see. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Suggests that instead of looking for ways you can help, you may be allowing resentment to get in your way. Are you heading into a situation fraught with resentment as if you feel you are owed something? Instead of looking for how you can help, you may be worrying about how you are going to get paid back. If you have everything you need, you still feel impoverished. The attitude constricts the flow around you. This is not an insurmountable obstacle, but you have to work this out before you can make progress. So the true outcome is that I feel like through everything that we talked about, right? With all these past situations that were going on around you and stuff like that you had to work through, I feel like now is the time for you to be like more loose and open with the energies and the networks that you are integrating and mingling with right at this point, excuse me, because I feel like you're always, it's really interesting how in the Four of Pentacles here we have this Grim Reaper energy. It's like you always kind of feel like there's a dark cloud around and you feel like, oh, something's going to end, something's going to be taken away, impoverished mindset, right? Where it's like, oh God, I have to cling really, really tight to these pentacles because it could end, people are going to take it away. But I feel like now with it in reverse, it's like you need to look more at what I can give into the situation because or that's how people are going to be looking towards you, like actually acting towards you is like, oh, let me give you this, let me give you this, you know what I mean? And when that starts to happen, when you start seeing and feeling like people giving and giving and giving and wanting to give to you, that's when you start turning your mindset around, or should be turning your mindset around to like, okay, what can I give, you know what I mean? Now on the other flip end, now that I'm getting these resources and getting this, good vibes and good connection, like what can I give now out to other people, right? I feel like that also came out with the 10 of Pentacles the other day in the reading. And then we have the Ace of Swords, right? That also came out to clarify this energy. Let's see what that's all about. Ace of Swords is about a breakthrough, an epiphany, truth, okay, clarity around a situation. It says, in this position advises you to be steady. You are about to reach your objective. There may be no need to hesitate. Just concentrate on making your impact. This could be your moment. Your moment. The arrow is pointed straight to the target. Oh, this is what we read the other day. Remember that this is not a time to hold back, worrying about the consequences. When you access this level of truth, you are very likely to cut through any illusion and nonsense. Yeah, I love that. And then stability at the bottom of the deck with stone. Wow. So there is something here that you were building, and then Isis is behind that. There's something here that you were building with extreme amounts of integrity. And it's like, honestly, it's getting to the point with the Ace of Swords, like, it's just kind of undeniable at this point. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some closing messages. We have the Green Witch Oracle, all right, and then the Celtic Healing Oracle, all right? All right. Clear messages for the Capricorn energy today. I think I'll do Virgo next. I don't know. It might be a little later in the day, but I'll do Virgo next, and then we'll see how I feel if I can do Taurus today as well or tomorrow. Yeah, we have harvest, determination, hard work at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're about to reap this harvest. Something about the moon cycles is really significant. All right, the harvest moon could be significant. All right, let's see. Capricorn. I love this little like hand clicking. I love that. The snap, the hand snap. I love that emoji. Okay. What else for Capricorn? We have mushrooms, recycling, breaking down problems. So this is what you've had to do. Summer, something about a summer, summertime, or just, yeah. Could be expansive growth. You've expanded your self-care in the summer, okay, or something like that. Joy, beauty. Maybe you had a glow up, okay. Yeah, the autumn time is really significant for you. I actually feel that. I'm gonna say on a personal note, but I'll just agree that the autumn time is the time. You know, right? It's the time. All right, what else? Let's get one more. Okay, let's see. Mint, abundance, persistent, proliferation. Yeah. With the mushroom and the mint energy, M can be significant, but you made it out of the mud basically. We have potion, integration, and empowerment. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what mushroom has to say. 47. You're also a very like hardy plant, okay? It's like you come back year after year. You know? You're a very hardy, rich plant, okay? You have like deep roots, okay? You come back year after year. It says the mushroom. A mushroom's main purpose is to aid in decomposition. They use enzymes to break down decaying organic matter, feeding themselves in the process. Mushrooms and other fungi are also part of the greater mycelia network, a vast interconnected network of hair-like roots that transfer information to not only other fungi but plants and trees as well. The mushroom card supports you as you break down problems into smaller issues and work to solve them separately to make incremental advances in life. The discoveries you make with every step forward can be used to nourish and enrich future projects. Period. Period. And I feel like that's what you've been doing, right? In this energy. I love that. And that's also like going into that energy of like people trying to project these energies over onto you, like the trash, the waste energy, and you alchemizing that, you know what I mean? Because that's what mushrooms do. They take the waste of the byproduct and the nitrogen and the hydrogen or whatever the fuck is in the air and stuff like that and transmute it into stuff for the earth. And it's like that's what you did. Okay. Let's see, let's get a Celtic oracle. Not me bending the pages, oh my god. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's see. Celtic oracle. Oops. Okay. Yes, retro. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love the autumn, fall time. It's so magical. It's way better than the summer. I feel like the summer just kind of like illuminates a lot of things. It kind of just like brings everything up to the surface. But I feel like a lot of people think like, oh, summertime, like buns out, sun's out, buns out, like my most abundant, da da da. But I feel like really the summertime is meant to just like expose a lot of things. I feel like honestly, within the society, I feel like a lot of people think like, oh, the summer, like the sun's out, long days, da da da, like that's when you're supposed to be productive and all this different stuff. But I feel like honestly, like for me, like the summer is like the time for me to, I don't want to say rest, but like I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna have to like think about it more and come back to y'all. But I know what I want to say. Like I know how I feel and like exist within it. But like, yeah, I just feel like the winter and the fall months don't really get the attention that they deserve because people are so focused on like instant gratification of like life or whatever that like they don't understand that like the fall is the bounty and then you're supposed to be happy and comfortable throughout the winter because of the fall. And like I don't know, anyway, maybe I'm kind of looking at it in a backwards forward kind of way. But all right, let's see, let's get a closing message. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Oop. We got the under tree taking root in the other world. Yes. Okay. And what's this? God of thunder and lightning. So yeah, again with the lightning. And you know what I love about these two cards coming out together is that they both look like roots. Okay, even the lightning coming from the sky, it looks like the roots of the tree. So I don't know, something about that is significant. Building something from the ground up. Okay, yeah. Again with the fierce femininity, so that's very strong, especially since we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck as well. So there's something about your femininity that is very fierce. Okay, at this point in time. Okay. All right, let's just one clear message, please. I want to try to do like that scripting that I did on my last night during the thunderstorm. I felt like I needed to script and like channel meditative messages. So I want to do that more because I feel like whenever I do meditate before I do a reading and like write down stuff, it usually comes through the reading in some way. So I was trying to do like a full on reading where I was just channeling messages. So I don't know. I want to try to like integrate that more into the streams. Okay, what else? That's a lot. Okay, we'll take this one. It says magical encounters, water horses. All right. We also have the Green Man renewal coming out, and then the breast of the goddesses, number 35, Spirit of Mountain. Okay, we have 18 coming through. I feel like this card comes out a lot recently. Okay. You are called to renew some aspect of your life with the joining of gentleness, kindness, and power. Oh, excuse me. Oh, guys, I don't know what's going on with the pollen or like the pollen count today. It's been crazy. Perhaps your life now feels too familiar, routine, conforming, or emotionally flat. Your daily activities may lack spontaneity and vigor. Honestly, I don't feel like this magical encounters. Something about your soul wanting to rise above the fears and doubts of what's going on right now, but I feel like this isn't summing up the reading. Hold on, let me get another one. Clear messages for Capricorn or this energy, this reading. Close out this reading. Son of God, or God of the Sky, 57. The Godson, Sun God. The Godson, interesting. That's interesting that it came through that way. All right, let's see. Bro. Okay, one clear message. Guys, I'm so sorry. Usually I'm feeling it, when the cards come out, but it was like too many that were coming out all at once. Okay, this number 60 with the Warrior of Shiny One, that keeps coming through as well all the time. Then we have 11, Lapdog. My dog's like, it's time to eat. Like he's fucking hungry. All right, I'm gonna have to go after this. You are attracting the benevolent spiritual forces of the spirit world to transform your life from within. Now is a graced and auspicious time to comfort and replenish your innermost self. Old deep wounds are soothed and resolved without trauma or even conscious attention. Harmful patterns and habits dissolve effortlessly. Troublesome relationships clear up, slip away easily, or transform themselves into healthy and beneficial ways. Drawing this oracle suggests that the spirit world is working in a personal way to support you. Positive changes are already moving within you. You have only to let the changes occur naturally. You're asked to trust, allow changes to unfold freely. The natural cycle of death and regeneration are working quietly on your behalf. Avoid excess activity. Try not to interfere by doing too much, overthinking, wallowing in your troubles or insecurities, or planning the rest of your life. Yeah, so there's something here about just like relaxing, you know what I mean? Getting in tune with your spirit animals, your familiars, the nature around you, and just like allowing things to flow. I feel like this energy is really beautiful. We have 11 here. Okay, intimacy with self. Okay, like we were talking about the other day, doing some self-care days, you know what I mean? Really luxuriating in that energy, okay? Because there's even more of that to come, basically. So get used to it. Capricorn, or whoever's resonating with this message. All right, that's what I got for you guys. That was really fun. Yeah, I'll probably be back with Virgo later today. Been in California my whole life, and summer is not it for me. Yeah, autumn and fall made me feel like we had seasons the most. Yeah. Thanks so much for being here, Retro. I love having you here and your energy. I'll see you later. Take care. Peace.